Bim, guess what? I'm kind of live, but according to my computer, I'm not connected to the internet, which is a bit weird. But I've wired it up. Wired it up? No, I've wired it up slightly differently. So we'll see if this is more successful. Anyway, welcome to What a Week That Was. And this week we've got lots to discuss. Don't forget to join in the chat. Don't forget to check the playlists for the previous What a Week That Was. We do one every week this year. And we were doing, at the end of the year, What a Year That Was. But that's just over 6 months off yet. Anyway, it's been a very, very, very disturbing week this week. DC, what with the news that they finished filming a Lollipop Neighbours in Australia. The last ever episode is going out in a few months. I mean, I don't give a monkey's left angle a bit, I'll be honest. But there are people who are upset by this. And I'm not one of them. This is a serious news thing. You don't see Hugh Edwards jumping up and down with joy when he's reading the news, do you? Come on, serious programme this. Crikey, keep up. Anyway, I digress. So yeah, of course the most memorable moment in the history of Neighbours was the dream sequence that Bounce the dog had. And I've got it on good authority that the last episode of Neighbours is going to feature the zombie of Bounce the dog coming back, ripping everyone to pieces. Now I would watch that. Zombie dog apocalypse. Not because it's written in the story, just because the dog was humiliated at being put through having a dream sequence episode. Hiya, Angela. I mean, it's just cruelty, and one of the most bizarre, surreal things ever in the history of TV. Unless, of course, you were watching the TV at the weekend and you saw Her Majesty the Queen with Paddington. I mean, what the heck is going on? Apparently, everyone's been wondering what the Queen has in her handbag. It's everybody. People who've got nothing better to worry about. I mean, I don't give a monkey's left other bit. But anyway, apparently she keeps a marmalade sandwich in there. It was all hilarious. I mean, the whole Queen Jubilee thing has done nothing for me whatsoever. For my way of looking at it is that it's we just celebrated someone not dying. That's basically what you do when you're the Queen. Any jubilees you get is because you didn't die. Anyway, people do like to moan, don't they? Because apparently near enough every artist who went on, Twitter went mad with people moaning about, whinging about God knows what. Rod Stewart was on and they're whinging about him singing oh 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 do 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 oh oh oh, whatever it was, I don't know, because it's not one of his songs. I'm like, well, it's not about Rod Stewart, it's about the Queen, and it's about celebrating. But I didn't watch it anyway because I got better things to do mid-time. I was picking my toenails. I've chosen some really nice ones. They'll be arriving next week from Amazon. Okay, that's a joke. Talking of a joke, Boris, everyone's favourite politician called Boris Johnson, has been not impeached, because you can't do that over here, but he's had a vote of no confidence by his own people. And guess what? He won it. What? He won it. He actually won a vote of confidence. It's the first thing he's won for ages. It was 211 against 148. You could only vote if you're an MP and a Conservative MP at that. And they do a thing where they bang the desk. It's just very... I mean, the whole thing about politics is very, I don't know, childish. It's like being... like the back at Eton again. And but anyway, Boris survived. So what did he do? Because he survived, he's come up with this brilliant plan that people can buy houses that they live in, even if they're social housing, the posh word for council houses. Now, Thatcher did that a while ago. Be honest, I'm in a house that was bought because of Thatcher, and I bought it off 2 people after the person who bought it at first. And I've been here like 30 years now. So I'm being a bit hypocritical here, but selling what stock you've got of council social housing does mean that people like my daughter, her kids, and whatever will have less buildings to go to and choose from as and when they get older. Hopefully, he's been around tough, so he should be around. So yeah, that's what he's done. He's come up with this brilliant plan so that everyone thinks he's brilliant and amazing because he's letting people buy their houses. But no, we've got more important things to worry about. I mean, a lot of people go on about the cost of living and stuff like that, but well, there's a lot more going on than just the cost of living, you know. For example, HS2 was due to come to Wigan, well, near Wigan, Goulburn, and now it's not. It's basically terminating at Crewe and then we'll go to Manchester Airport via Manchester at a later date. I'll be dead and buried by the time this is finished, the way this is going. And it should be done in 2 years. But again, I don't see the point of spending all this money on all this stuff that only saves you a few minutes when, let's be honest, since COVID, you have less reason to have to travel anywhere for meetings or anything like that. A lot of people are still working from home and all that kind of gubbins. So it seems daft to build all this infrastructure which is already out of date and spend all these billions on it. So I think the whole thing should be scrapped. Never mind just the actual bits that went up past Birmingham and Crewe. I just think the whole thing's a waste of money, waste of time. Just make trains cheaper. To go to London, it's actually cheaper for me to drive in my car, park up all day in London and drive back again than it is to get a train ticket. It's just insane. But having said that, the trains are going on strike. The 21st, the 23rd and the 25th of this month, there are 3 days of walkouts on the trains. They've done it very clever. What they've done is, because the trains are not working on the 21st, they'll all be in the wrong place on the 22nd, so the 22nd is going to be knackered up as well. Then they'll get them to the right place, but on the 23rd, the trains will all be in the wrong place. But on the, no, it's 23rd, is it? Where are we? Yeah, 23rd, they'll be in the right place, but they don't want to dry them. So on the 24th, they'll all be in the wrong place. Oh, it's still frozen, have we? Right, okay then. Annoyingly, we're going to have to get rid of this. Let's think of a way of resetting it. Just give it a go. I'm saying excellent connection. Connection. Oh, I do love it when it freezes.